let's continue. Okay, where are we? So we have one graph, and the roots we know. The roots are nothing but the ones where it is going to meet x-axis. In this case, it met x-axis at -4, 1, 3. So with those, we found out the factors of this quadratic. It's not a quadratic. It's an equation having x power 3. So thereby we found these factors. X plus 4, because we have a -4 as a root. X plus 4 is one of the factor. X minus 1 is another factor. X minus 3 is another factor. So when we multiply all these three, we got an equation where the maximum power of x is 3. Okay? Okay. See, compare this equation. This graph. Okay. This is the right arm. This is the left arm. Okay. Both arms are facing up. Okay. Here, this is the right arm. This is the left arm. The right arm is going up and the left arm is going down. Okay. Okay. There are few techniques to remember. There are few techniques, I would say. If the x power is 2, 4, 6, 8, that means if it has an even power,
it will go.
Both arms will go either up or down. Both arms will go in the same way. Okay, it's not necessarily up only.
Yeah.
Okay, both arms will go either up or down. Okay, if it has an even power like
it will come
3, 5,
up and down,
7,
opposite
yeah.
direction.
One arm will go up, one arm will go down. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay? Yeah. One arm will go up or one arm will go down. Okay. Say for example, I have a graph. Okay, I'm going to erase everything here. We'll start. We'll take another graph and we'll try to build an equation for that graph. Okay, it is simple, very easy. You're able to follow me, right?
Yes.
Okay, the expression, the quadratic expression, or a cubic expression that we took, we consider that as a y. Whole thing as a y. If we equate to 0, then it becomes an equation. That equation will give the roots. Those roots will give the point at which it is going to meet x-axis. But if you consider that the whole thing as a y, we can plot a graph.
Yes.
Okay, so 2x plus 4. If you consider this as a 0, you will get the root. What is the root in this case? X is equal to -2. If you consider this as a y or f of x, you can plot a graph. What does the plot consist of? Plot consists of
Line.
a line which consists of infinite points. At what point this line meet x-axis will be given by this root, -2.
Yeah, -2.
Okay? See, these are all like interconnected. This is an equation. If you solve this equation, you get a root. Without solving this equation, compare this expression, equate this expression to y, then it becomes a linear equation having two variables. If you plot this equation on a graph paper, you will get a straight line. And the straight line will meet x-axis at some point. And that point is given by this root. This root you will get when you equate this to 0. Isn't it? On x-axis, y is 0. That is why we equated y to 0 here. Listen carefully. On x-axis, the value of y is 0. That is why we equated y to 0. In this case, we got the root. That is that root. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. So coming to this one, so a graph is given like this. So this is x-axis. This is y-axis. A graph is given. Okay. Okay. So this
That's
is
like a sine wave.
this is minus
Is it-
5. No, it's not a sine
Oh,
wave.
sorry. It has to.
It is not a sine wave. Okay, to clarify that doubt, I'll extend it here. Isn't it? What is the minimum value of sine? It should stop here only.
Yeah.
That is why I extended. So you won't confuse. This is definitely not a sine wave.
It's
If it is a sine wave, it will repeat again and again. The same
is it
form.
4x?
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay. Let me point it out. Let me give you some random points at which. Let me give you some approximate values of x where it is meeting x-axis. It is minus 5. So it is minus 2. It is plus 2.
Wait.
Sorry.
No.
Alright. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Minus 2. This is minus
If it's a
6. I
sine
would
and
say.
cos waves, it has to pass through 0, 0 point.
Sine and cos waves, if the phase is 0, it passes through 0, 0. If it has some phase, then it won't mean it won't pass through 0, 0. Okay, let's try to build an equation for this graph, for this shape. Okay, so these are the roots. The roots are nothing but the point at which it is meeting x-axis. Having those roots known to us, we can build the factors.
Factors are x plus 6, x plus 2,
You,
x,
what are the factors?
x plus 6,
Very
x plus
good.
2, x minus 2, x minus 5.
X plus 6 is one factor, x plus 2 is another factor.
It's
X
just like
minus 2.
additive inverse. Is it like additive inverse of?
Yeah, you can say additive inverse. You need to put additive inverse next to
The
x.
thing is
Is y. Okay, if you put x, you'll get only these points. If you put
Yeah, if you
0,
put
you'll get only these points. The reason why I am putting y is it's not
To
only these
plot
points on this shape.
plot.
On the shape, not only these 4 points are there. We have this point also on this shape, this point also on this shape, this point also on this shape, this point also on this shape. That is why when we put y, it has infinite points. Okay. Alright. So when you multiply this one, you'll get an equation wherein the power of x is 4. The maximum power of x is 4. Okay. It also has x cube terms in it. It also has x square terms in it. It also has x terms in it. But the maximum power of x is 4. Which means it has a x to the power of 4.
Like if it like come up 1, down 2, 3, up and plus 1 equal to 4.
Plus 1 equal to 4.
It came there.
Okay. What do you mean plus 1 is?
Or like
You mean plus 5 is equal to y?
no. It's like we have 4 factors. No. So how did it get means it's like 1, 2 down and 3 up and plus 1 equal to.
I'm not able to get what you mean by plus 1.
No, like we have like if there is a
Okay.
cubics, if there is cubics 1, 2, 3, it will come like 1, 2, 3, and then 1 up and 1 down and plus 1 is equal to 3. Oh, that it came like x square.
This one. This is
Yeah.
1 up and 1 down.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Two,
so
two are
it
there.
met 3 points.
Yeah.
It met 3 points. So it has a maximum power of x will be x cube.
And also we can like do like it went like 1 down 2 and plus 1 if we do it will come 3.
I'm not able to follow query. Anyway, we'll discuss later on. That's fine. Let's move on. Okay. Yeah. So it has 4 factors. Those factors we can build it this way. If you say it is a y, it represents the shape. If you say it is equal to 0, it gives only these roots. Okay. Only these roots. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Any doubt? No doubt, right? What is the maximum power of x here? 4. That is why both arms are facing
That means
down.
the maximum power represents the number of factors it has.
Exactly. Yeah. The maximum factors it has. Okay, maximum factors it has. Okay, and that maximum power also represents the roots. How many roots it can have? Maximum power, maximum the number of factors,
What's the
the
difference
number of
between a
roots.
factor and a root?
Root is the point at which it is meeting.
The factor is like
Factor is a x plus 6 is a factor. X plus 2 is a factor. Okay. If it is an even factor,
it will come both up or
both down. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. That is one technique. And another technique, if the maximum power coefficient, so what is the maximum power here? X to the power of 4. If the coefficient is a negative number, for example, if a minus 2 in front of it, minus 2, if it is a negative number, I'm telling again, the coefficient of the maximum power of x, if it is negative, it will face downwards.
Yeah, that was I was thinking.
If the maximum, if the coefficient of the maximum power is up, both will go up.
Yeah.
Okay, that is one thing. Okay, the number of things to remember, but they're not that difficult.
Yeah,
If it was to follow, it is simple only. Okay, just like small techniques that you need to apply. This is one thing. Okay, so we can multiply it, right? We can multiply this one and these two. We can multiply again. We can multiply. We'll get some big expression. When you say is equal to y, that represents the equation for this shape. Okay, I'm going to give you one more shape. It's going to look like, those are called like a odd multiplicity, even multiplicity, crossing. So this is crossing, right? The shape that I said, it crossed it. It crossed this one. Listen, it crossed this line. Again it crossed it one more time. Again it crossed it one more time. Then 3 times. This is called crossing, touching. These are the terms that will come again. This is nothing but a crossing. It crossed the x-axis here. Again it crossed the x-axis. Again it crossed it. Okay. Okay. Something like. Okay, that's, we don't discuss
No,
too much
like,
about it.
I mean,
Example, a road is going in this way. A road is going in this way. The road is represented by some equation, and the railway track is going in this way. How many places, if you travel in this road, how many times you will meet this railway track?
4.
Oh yeah.
No,
See
like
how nice
I
it is?
mean, no,
4
like
times.
I mean,
It means 4 times because this is 1, this is 1, this is 1, this is 1, 4 times.
like
Anyway, that's too much of it, but let's discuss one more thing. So, we know what is crossing, right? It crossed, the point at which it crossed. Okay, I'm going to give you one more thing where, see, listen, this is again an interesting concept if you really want to follow. Okay, say, okay. Just touched this x-axis. It just touched. It did not cross. It just touched it. Just touched.
How many
Same
times
like
it reaches the railway station?
tan theta, is it? It's same like that.
No, it's not tan theta.
It's not trigonometric
Yeah.
function.
Tan theta.
No, like
All trigonometric
tan
functions are
theta is
symmetric.
like-
They're repetitive in nature. Repetitive in nature.
no, but that tan theta is in infinite now.
It is infinite. But is this repetitive in nature?
Oh yeah,
See,
again.
we got this shape, but is this repeating anywhere? This particular shape here.
No.
That is the difference between the trigonometric graphs and this kind of graphs. Every trigonometric is repetitive in nature. 0 to 360 degrees, it follow one pattern. Again, 360 to 720, again, it repeats the same
Again and again.
Same shape again and again. But this is not that thing. Now you tell me how many factors it has. How many roots it has, you tell me.
2 square.
How about you? You.
Wait,
Hello,
wait.
you.
2.
It has 2 roots. Okay.
Starting I
What
said
is yours?
2. Yeah,
Okay.
starting I said.
Unfortunately, both of you are wrong.
Wait.
What is the answer?
Okay. It's
Three.
okay, I'm going to give you this
3.
point, -1 and -6. Okay?
3.
You said 3. How about you? You have any other choice?
What are those 3 factors?
First of all, let's go by roots.
Yeah, what are those three roots?
What are those roots here in this case?
One is x plus 6. X
No, those are
plus
factors.
Tell in
let's
roots.
let's
Tell in
go by
normal
roots.
numbers.
1 minus 6 minus 1 and 0 point.
Minus 6? No, it's just a minus 1.
No, not
Wait,
that one. Up.
does-
Up.
Does that
Why
line
are you
goes
un-
up forever?
Yeah, it goes up forever.
It won't come back
It's
again.
not going to come back again. If it is come back, I'll surely represent.
No, like
I think
no,
it's
like
only.
Come
it
here,
is in the
come.
I know. Like it is in here.
No, that meeting is not of important for us.
Oh.
What is important is the point at which it is meeting
I
x-axis
think
because that
only
gives the
two.
root.
I think
Okay,
only
that
two.
what point it is meeting y-axis is not something that
One.
we are worried about.
1
I think 2.
2, you, 1,
cube.
you,
No.
you,
Cube.
you,
Cube.
cube. Okay.
Cube.
What are those? First of all, let's go by roots because the roots is the fundamental thing. With the roots, you can find out the factors. With the factors, you can build the equation. You can go one step below to get the eventual equation that you read.
Only 2 times it's meeting the x-axis.
Okay.
No?
See, the previous meeting and this meeting is different. In fact, the meeting here and the meeting here is a difference. There is a difference. This is a crossing. See, it crossed the line. It crossed the x-axis. Whereas it did not cross, but instead it just touched it.
Good.
Oh.
touched.
Then 1 is the answer.
Touched it.
Yeah.
You did not say
Means-
before if it touches
Okay.
it
I did not say.
That's
Of course, beyond you, something that you cannot answer, but I just
I said 1.
ask you to guess
Is
it.
1?
I said 1
Okay, fine.
and 3.
Fine, leave it like it's something which is not fair on my part to ask such kind of questions, but let's discuss. Okay, there's a difference. Okay, this is a crossing. It crosses the x-axis. This is a touching. Okay, how many points it touched? Just one point, one single point, one minute point it touched, and then
It
went up. It went up. Okay, so what are the roots? The roots, minus 6 is one root. We surely know. And this is minus 1. Can we say minus 1 is a root?
No,
No, we can say minus 1 is a root.
we can't.
Not only minus 1. Because it touched, minus 1 is one root, and another root is also minus 1.
How?
Oh yeah.
Because
there
it touched,
is.
you have to consider that it just crossed x-axis and then again crossed again back.
Wait.
The
No.
touch you
I
have to
didn't
consider.
understand.
It's a bit like a valley.
It's a valley.
No, I didn't understand.
Okay, fine. This touching you have to consider as something that it crossed at the same time, x-axis,
And then immediately.
and then it crossed back again,
1.
and then reversed again.
Then 1 root only will be there.
No.
Why did you get 2?
I'm saying again, this is a point it touched. The touching you should consider it as it crossed it at that point. Again at the same point it crossed it back.
Oh yeah, it will be
So
like
how did you get 3?
No,
Hmm?
no.
How did you get 3 roots?
No, like it will be
That
like
is why it crossed and again crossed it back. That is why I consider them as the two roots. Okay? Slightly different, but it's not that difficult to follow because this is crossing, this is a touching. Whenever there is a such touchings, you can consider this as a, you can consider that as a two roots. Whenever there is a touching, you can consider that as a two
Oh
roots.
yeah, I said it is 3.
Okay. Fine.
What is
Just
answer?
random guessing is different and
But I
giving
don't
some
know
logical
why
explanation
did
is
it
different.
came.
Anyway, fine. Yeah. So we know the roots. Now what are the equation? X plus 6.
Plus 6.
What are the factors? X plus 6.
X my
X plus
plus
1.
one, X
And X
plus
plus 1 is also a factor.
yeah.
If you equate this to y, then this gives this equation.
Is it cubics?
Obviously
Is it
cubic.
cubes?
Obviously
Because we
cubic,
have
because-
x, x,
Yeah,
x,
yeah.
x. Eventually you'll get x cube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is one x term. This is one x term. This is one x term. If you multiply, the
Yeah,
maximum
I think-
power is.
Obviously,
I think
2 can't be the answer because the way the graph is there, like it's
Hmm.
different curve now, so
Yeah. Obviously.
it won't have 2 roots. Because
Yeah. Obviously it won't have two roots. Yeah.
I think I thought it's actually 1, 2 and up is 3.
Yeah. The same thing you can also rewrite x plus 6 into x plus 1 whole square. You can write that also. There is no harm. Okay?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay?
That is.
That is why. any quadratic equation like y is equal to x plus 2 whole square. Is this a quadratic equation? It is a quadratic
Yeah.
equation. Okay, such equations will
Are
meet
like
x-axis
turned.
at
Turned.
minus 2
Acha. Yeah.
like that.
That means it has 2.
Two roots. X plus 1, 2 is one root. X plus 2 is also another root. Right?
But
It just touch that. It won't come down.
At use at that it's like a small point also it will be like change the.
That's a hyperbola.
That is why at the same point, how many crossings it has?
One.
It has no crossings, but it has one touching. One
Okay.
touching is equal to two crossings. Two
No,
crossings
but
is equal
I
to two
mean-
roots. Two roots is equal to two factors. Two factors will give a maximum power of x 2.
No, at I mean that use at that it's
Can
like
you
a
draw a
small
graph
millimeter.
that is just above x-axis? It doesn't come below x-axis, and it touches 0. It touches the x-axis 2 times.
You tell me above the x-axis, is it?
It will be just above the x-axis. It
It will
doesn't
just
come.
above the x-axis. Very good question.
Yeah.
Very good
That's
question.
what I was asking.
That is the equation. You can say it has no roots, zero roots.
That's what I was.
Can a quadratic equation has no roots? It can have. When b square minus 4ac is a
No,
negative
it
number.
has roots because it touched.
It has no roots because it did not touch x-axis.
It touched. It touched
Okay, it touched.
x-axis.
Okay. It touched. Okay, I'll come to your question. But assuming the same thing is above the x-axis, it never touched it. No point it
Yeah,
touched
this
it.
is my question.
Okay, this is also one of your question if I understand. Okay, so whether it is your question or not, but let me explain it.
I
Because
asked
this is
it
very good doubt. You
first.
ask this
I
very good doubt.
asked it first.
This is the equation. It has zero
Doesn't have
touchings,
any roots.
zero crossings. That means
It is
that
still
it
the
has a zero root.
quadratic
It is still
equation.
a quadratic equation.
Or
I
it will
agree.
come
But
ne-
how?
ne-
But how? Quadratic
negative.
equation and without roots. How?
But the quadratic equation it will come I.
How? Exactly how? It is a quadratic equation without a root, but one condition is b square minus 4ac is negative number.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quadratic equation. It's a quadratic equation, there is no doubt. But b square minus 4ac is a negative number wherein it has no roots. Okay?
My question
That
is,
class very
it is above x-axis and it touched x-axis 2 times. Like it
above
went.
x-axis. How can it touch 2 times? You tell me.
No,
Above
Daddy.
axis. How can it? You draw. You come and draw it. Okay. Yeah. So that's how you have to understand. It's very simple. Like using these roots, you can build this equation. Using this equation, you can find the roots. Okay. That's how you have to visualize any
It's very
such
interesting.
shapes. Yeah. Very interesting. Power x square, x cube, x to the power of 4. Okay. All such equations you can roughly estimate it. Okay. By knowing the roots, by knowing the factors, you can roughly estimate how the graph is going to look like. All right. Yeah. Let's quickly pick up a couple of sums on algebra.
Is this all algebra?
This is all algebra. Okay. Let me pick up quickly. A couple of questions. One. Yeah. Go ahead. Okay. We all know x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation. Okay, and this part is a quadratic expression, and if you equate it to y, you can draw some shape, and that shape is going to be curved shape, which may cut x-axis at two points. Okay, if it does not cut, that means it does not have roots. Fair enough. We all know that quadratic equation usually look like in this form, but there are also forms. So, for example, 8 by y plus 1 plus 2 by y plus 2 is equal to 3. So what equation is this? Is this a linear equation? Is this quadratic equation?
Um.
See, the equations can also be given in this format.
Oh yeah,
and
exactly.
yeah, you need to
it
bring
is
it to
a
some
square,
shape.
Square.
It has some. It has a
Quadratic
square.
equation.
Yeah,
It is a quadratic.
yeah. Like if it come up, it will
Exactly,
come
yeah.
in
Yeah.
square.
How will you do that? Let's quickly do it. Whether it has roots or not, I randomly picked them. It's not exactly what we have in the textbook, but I randomly picked up. Okay, how we can derive this one? Say an equation is given like this: minus 2x plus 3y plus 8 is equal to 3. Okay, this is not quite in y is equal to mx plus c form, but you can convert this one into y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, because it has a x
You
term,
can
it has
leave
a
the
y
y
term.
terms behind and
Yeah, you can adjust it, you can manipulate it such that you bring it to y is equal to mx plus c. Whereas here, this is not in a straightforward quadratic equation form, but rather it is in some, there's one fraction here, one fraction and one number there. Okay. What is the LCM here? Y plus 1 into y plus 2. LCM, LCD. Okay. Okay, that goes into the denominator. And how many times y plus 1 goes in this LCD? Y plus 2 times. Are you following?
yeah.
LCM, yeah. How many times it goes?
X plus 1.
No. Where is x right here?
Sorry, I plus 1.
Okay.
Y plus 1.
Y plus
Yeah.
1. No. Y plus 1 goes in y plus 2 times.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay. 8 into y plus 2. Can we say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus-
Instead of x, I put y. Don't
plus 2
confuse this
into
x
y
and
plus
that
1.
y. Okay.
Yeah.
Plus 2 into y plus 1.
Plus 2 into y plus 1 is equal to 3. Okay. So when you simplify this numerator, you will get 8y plus 16 plus 2y plus 2, isn't it? By, what do you get if you simplify this one?
First
Y square plus 3y
No.
plus 2. Y into y square, y plus 2, 2y, 1 into y, 1y.
and y plus 18.
Y 18?
No,
1
see,
into 2,
no,
2.
see, simplify that one
Which one?
down.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we'll do it in the next phase. Okay, so when you simplify this one, what do you get? 10y
10y plus 18.
10y plus 18 by something. This thing you can take it to the right side. It becomes 3 into
It will come like
y
nine-
square plus 3y plus 2. Okay, how can we further simplify it?
3y
Square
square
plus 9y plus 6.
6.
10y plus 8. If you bring everything to one side, 3y if it comes to this side, or you take this one to the other side. Either way is fine. Okay, let's take this one to the other side. 3y square plus 9y. This becomes minus 10y. If it goes to the other side, minus 10y. Okay. Plus 6 plus 8 if it goes to the other side, minus 8 is equal to, on this side, what is left here?
0.
0. Very good. Are you able to follow?
Yeah.
Okay. 3y square minus 5 minus 2.
No, like once we got the square root, we can.
This is a
easily
quadratic
know
equation.
the-
Okay, so don't be confused, even though it is given in this form. Don't be
Wait,
confused.
Wait,
Don't
again,
say that
can
it
you
is not a
summarize
quadratic.
how did you do it like very fast?
I took an LCM. And I simplified this fraction, two fractions, and I got one fraction. And this one fraction, and the numerator we have y power 1, and the denominator we have a y square. Denominator I took it to the other side, because if this part, if it goes to the right side, these two will get multiplied, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but by looking at it, you will be able to say it. Can you say it by looking at it? This is a
Yeah,
quadratic
because
equation.
two
Yeah,
y
because
square
something like
because,
y plus
y. And when you take an LCM, they get multiplied. There
Yeah.
you will get a x
Yeah.
y square term.
Yeah,
That's
there
it. That's it. Enough to conclude that this is a quadratic.
Like
Yeah.
up also like square came so that we can
Hmm.
we can like say it is square.
Okay, very good. very good. Yeah, that is a quadratic equation. Then you solve that one and you will get two values of y. If this is something, if it is something like y square plus 3y plus 2, what is this one? It's a function of y, f of y. Previously we said a function of x because we have all x terms. This is a function of y, which you can consider this as an x. Okay?
Yeah.
The shapes of such things will be right facing, and both arms will be facing right or facing left. Okay, like that.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Let's leave it there. Okay. Similarly, 8 by x plus 2 by y is equal to 7. Is this a linear equation?
Yeah.
Yes.
X and Y.
You're not quite right. You're not quite right. I'll explain you.
Yeah. It will come like X and Y. Like X into Y.
X into y.
yeah.
Yeah, because of that,
It's a
it
linear
won't qualify.
equation.
No,
It
it's
won't
not
qualify.
linear
It
equation.
won't qualify. In linear equation, we will not have a x, y term.
Oh.
X,
XY
X
It's
term.
just a
into
normal
Y.
algebraic expression.
Okay, this is something else. What that is, like hyperbola, parabola, ellipse, all of that. Okay, we'll leave it. Okay, so on the denominator we have the
X,
LCM
Y,
of x and y, which is
yeah.
xy, 8y plus 2x. 8 into this goes in y times x times 8y plus 2 into x is equal to 7. 8y plus 2x is equal to 7xy. If it goes to the other side, are you able to follow
Yeah.
how we got this one? 7xy?
It will go to the
Other side.
Other side it multiplied. Okay, so we got all the terms what we're supposed to get. We got x term, we got a y term, we got x term till now so far, but we also got xy term. Then it is not a linear equation. It's not going to represent a straight line. It may represent something else, but certainly it is not a straight
What kind
line.
of equation is it then?
It's like
We'll learn.
hyperbola,
Okay.
parabola.
Yeah, some shape. Okay.
Which isn't a straight line.
Which isn't a straight line. That is 100%. It's
Sure.
absolute certainty we can tell. Okay. So we have some roots. 3, 2. We have some roots. What is the quadratic equation? Is asked then. Two roots are given. What is the quadratic equation? These are the roots.
Roots.
Okay.
Yeah. Find the quadratic
X minus 3
And
Super.
x minus 2 are the
that's what I
factors.
was.
Easily you can multiply them and find it.
That's what I was gonna say.
Very good. Yeah, super. Yeah, you're there. You're progressing so well. Okay. And 4 plus root 3, 4 minus root 3. These are the roots. This is one root, this is another root.
Yeah.
Also, previously we discussed, say, for example, there are two roots, alpha and beta.
Yeah.
So, what are the factors? X minus alpha, x minus beta is equal to 0. These are the two factors. Okay. So, when you simplify it, you will get x square minus alpha x minus beta x. Sorry, minus x alpha plus beta plus alpha beta is equal to 0. This is the equation. Listen, if you have the roots alpha and beta,
It is x minus alpha and x
No.
minus beta.
x minus alpha is one factor, x minus beta is another factor. If you multiply it, you will get this one.
Yeah.
This we talked yesterday or day before yesterday. You know how we got this one?
Yeah.
X into x square minus alpha x, okay, minus beta x, minus into minus plus alpha beta.
Yeah.
If you take minus x common, you will get alpha plus beta. Okay, so if two roots are given, the quadratic equation is x square minus x, sum of those roots plus product of those roots is equal to 0. Okay. Now you tell me what is the equation if two roots are given without saying
If two roots are given,
alpha beta.
it is alpha. Wait.
How about you?
Wait. Is it alpha square? Is it x square minus
X square minus x
Hmm.
bracket alpha plus
plus
b
b.
plus alpha b is equal to 0.
Not b.
Yeah.
It is beta.
Alpha plus beta.
Yeah.
And alpha beta. Yeah. Okay. Instead of that, the best way of saying is x square minus x. Sum of those roots plus product of those
Multiplication
roots.
of
Product of those roots.
Oh.
Okay. Those can be alpha beta. Those can be a and b. Those can be
X and y.
no. It
Okay.
will be x and y because x we
Oh.
already have it here.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't take it for the sake of simplicity.
Or
Don't take x and y. But
I
you
and
can
Z.
take. You can take
I and z.
a b alpha beta.
Again,
other.
x square minus x bracket
Sum of
those roots plus
product of
Product
those
of
roots.
those
Okay. So these are the two roots given. Let's find out the sum first. What is the sum if you add these two roots?
4 plus root 3 plus 4 minus root 3.
So what do we get?
It's like a plus b into a minus b. No.
What is the sum?
A plus b into a minus b. Oh,
No.
a plus b plus a minus b.
It will
4
come
plus 4 is 8.
Yeah.
8 plus root 3 minus root 3. Plus root 3 minus root 3.
It's cancelled.
Oh.
8.
8.
8. Yeah, 8.
Okay.
Hmm.
What is the product?
Is
A plus b into a minus b.
A plus b into a minus b.
A
So
square
that
minus-
is a plus b into a minus b. Which is equal to what is a square here?
a square is 4.
16.
Wait.
A plus b, a minus b, a square. That means 4
4 into
square
4 is equal to 16.
minus b square. What is b square?
9.
What is b square?
3.
3.
4 into 4 is not 8, it's 16.
16. Yeah. What is b square?
3.
How?
Root 3 into root 3 is 3 only.
Exactly. Yeah. So, the
Like
product.
square and
Now we know the sum, we know the product. How can we write a quadratic equation?
X square minus x
Into 8 plus 13
13.
is equal to 0. X square minus 8x plus 13 is equal to 0. Okay, remember this one. Okay, or else you can build it yourself. You can build it yourself. It's not that difficult.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Before we finish, let's take one more. Yeah, we're going to close it for today, and we'll continue this session tomorrow, and we'll further discuss the various other topics that are there in algebra. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Enjoy. Bye.